I'm gonna push the go button when you tell me you're ready.
But I'm never ready.
Okay, well.
All right, go ahead and push it again. Whatever.
We've been going for like 7 seconds now.
Really?
I just didn't tell you, yeah.
I figured you'd do that. Yeah, here's my mess, because this was, thanks. Look at all of it. Look at all the shit.
I mean, crap. Just that out.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a Predator 420 that I got from a former coworker, thanks to Christian here finding it. Which he didn't send the pull start cup, so I can't put the pull start on it, and he painted it.
He did.
Weird. Anyway, it does not have upgraded valve springs, but they did remove the governor. This is, like I said, a side project. Since my air compressor died, I can't bend stuff. I just don't want to sit there and jack it all day.
I do.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is a old VW Smog pump. I know some people were asking about it. Basically, it was a air injection pump for the old Porsche 912s, which ran basically a big Type 4 motor, 67. The heater boxes they had didn't have great airflow, and they just kind of trapped heat. So this ran off the belt drive to cool, I guess, keep airflow through the heater boxes when you're not running the heater to keep the heads from cooking. And most people just threw them off because it was parasitic drag loss. This one took me 6 years to find one that's in functioning condition, and then I drop it and break it, so we had to weld it.
Weld or JB Weld?
That's Weld. I don't even own JB Weld.
That's for the pores.
No, that would be for me. I don't have any JB Weld. That's I think this is off a 2-stroke dirt bike. This is an old...
The Keyhine.
But I think it's off 2-stroke. It's a 34 mil, which the upgraded carb for these is a 34 mil as opposed to the stock. You know, if I were to do any upgrades to this engine before I put a supercharger on it, would be a billet flywheel. Hey, go Power Sports. Billet flywheel, and the billet connecting rod's not actually that expensive. I think it's like 150 bucks. But this is an older, it's a flathead, it's not the Hemi. But for what we're doing, this is more of an experiment anyway.
The Hemi doesn't even really matter, does it? You just have to know what it is. It doesn't give you any more power.
I think this argument rivals on religion on the internet.
Everybody's got their own.
Between Hemi and flathead on these engines. I don't care. If it has a straight shaft that you can put a clutch on, I'm happy. So I made these brackets the other day. I do have a time lapse of that. Basically, bolts onto here. I don't know if it'll clear a torque converter, but I don't really plan on running one. Anyway, and unfortunately, this is an uphill draw, so we may get pooling issue at low RPM. So I might have to redo a little bit of this.
You probably will.
Yeah. And as far as gears go, you know, I could run a chain sprocket, but I've got this old auxiliary belt off a drag car. I don't even know where it came from. It was in the flood. I wanted to find gears that worked on this because this would be cool for a little supercharger, right?
Belt-driven supercharger.
A little belt-driven supercharger on a 420. On a 420 that goes on. I don't even have anything to put this engine on right now. So.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I do, but not something that would be ridiculous. I mean,
I want to show them. I want to show everybody.
It's one of the other videos, but that requires a lot more work on that than we have.
And need to finish that.
Yeah, I know. This is This is something that I can work on and walk away from, and not really stay up at night about.
And what about the Grom swing arm?
That I was actually planning on trimming that up today a little bit. Joey is doing the machine work on that wheel, and I was torn on because I'll be running a 14-inch rear wheel. If you want a 14-inch rear wheel with a Ducati swing arm, it's only an inch longer swing arm than the stock, so not by much. But running a 13, or if I want to go up to a 13 in the front, it's kind of weird. I don't want to have to cut out another wheel to make a match either. So I was thinking if I kind of make it more of a tracker style, like a street tracker, because they run fairly big wheels, or I can run the Maxxis knobbies all the way around and make it a scrambler.
Ooh.
Because I've got the exhaust pipes, because everyone runs them under. I was going to run it this time around when I do the frame. I was going to run it up and through here and out the back. This is a prototype frame, so it's ugly as hell. But I do have bungs for sliders because I've wrecked this thing a lot.
Make it a chopper.
No. God, no.
Chop the frame, extend the rake. You'll be good to go.
I've
Cruising
already
in high
chopped the
style.
frame.
Chop it again.
No. But
You need flash on this thing.
no, I don't, because I don't want people to see how ugly this frame is. But yeah, the swing arm, and then
If you ever get that dirt in the back, you can, if you throw some knobbies on it.
I run it without. I did Forest Hill, 25-mile Forest Hill on stock tires, on a stock Grom. Well, mild modifications, but that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, when it falls over, all you have to do is pick it up and carry it out.
Yeah, it weighs less than I do.
I'm sure a lot of things in the shop weigh
Yeah.
less than you do.
It's called density. Yeah. But anyway, this is a front hub for WRX. As you can see, it's only there's a bearing that goes in here, then the hub goes around it. The later styles have the whole flanged assembly. It's one piece, and you bolt this and go from there. So ideally, that's the route to go, because then I've got wheels, I've got brakes, I've got calipers, all that to run 5 and 100. Because it's WRX stuff, and I'm poor. All you STI yuppies.
If you've already got it, just use it.
Yeah. I was gonna run this belt pulley setup for the Supercharger, but I think it's a little big.
Oh, really? No? Oh, man, that's perfect. Considering the supercharger and the gear pulley are the same exact size. No, the pulley's pulley's
Yeah,
a little
I just
bigger.
need a little bit of a belt tensioner, which I've got a blank roller over there. But yeah, I mean, I just need to run the Supercharger. I don't need the engine to run anything else. No. I ordered some 2.5 by 20 mil thick timing gears that are used on the bigger 3D printers and some of the CNC plasma tables. It runs a 1/2 inch wide industrial belt, so it is plenty strong for this. And they're 2.5 inch, so they're a little bit wider than this one. And a 1-to-1. Got another YouTube video. If you YouTube supercharged mini bike, you'll see this same supercharger on a 212. He runs it on that, and he says if you free rev it, and he had it on a Briggs 5-horse.
Pressure washer motor?
No, I think in the video he had it on a Predator, but he said on a Briggs 5-horse, flathead, not the overhead valve or anything. He said if you free rev it, it'll spike to 18 psi, and the rod lets go around that, because he says he has it to where it'll only go to 17, and the rod hasn't let go yet. So
18 is the max.
apparently
Do 17.5.
that was 1-to-1 ratio. He said. I mean, I watched his video probably 50 times, and this was a few years ago. I've been looking for one of these long before that, but that just kind of motivated me to
And you
find
just
one.
had to break it, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to break it. But hey, finding one that works. Granted, if you have one of these and you have this rubber seal, I need the seal.
Send us the seals.
Yeah, I mean, you can put on the drill, and it actually puts out some air.
Throw the drill on it. Give the people what they want.
Because you can totally feel how much air it puts out through the.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna explain it to them. I'm gonna describe it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh wow, that's hurricane force winds, people. People, you don't even understand. That's hurricane force.
Keep doing that, and that guy from the Weather Channel is gonna show back up.
Hurricane Delta don't know shit.
But it's got a bigger port on one side and a smaller on the outside. I figured the smaller the pressurized port, kind of the better throttle response would get. Because I mean, you can swap it around whichever way. If you look at the port size difference, they look ginormous, but this is the biggest flanging stuff that I had. So, well, it's a side project. It's not supposed to.
Just something light.
It's
you
something
know,
to distract me from.
something
this
light
when
in
I
the
have to wait
meantime.
on people to finish their makeup and come help.
doing the best I can, man. It's hard. It's hard out here on the drag stage
In Louisiana.
in Louisiana. You know, I get beat up every day.